Hey cruisers, welcome back. Let's review all of the gear that we took on our last cruise. Well, maybe not all of the gear that we took on our last cruise, but we're gonna give it a good solid try. I'm gonna pause the stream that's about to start playing over here and restore my chat. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, technical issues. They're always a thing, aren't they, you guys? Had some technical issues on our other live stream today too, but all is well, we're here, yay! Thank you to those of you who are just on our other live stream at our main channel, Cruise Tips TV. We had a very speedy lunch and then rushed over and got ready to show you all what our wins and fails were from our last cruise in the way of kind of our packing game. So we are going to start with Mr. Cruise Tips TV's top 4 tech items that he's going to share with us were wins or fails. I'm going to help with that. Then we're going to talk about the 2 travel pillows we took and how they performed. Then we're going to talk about a whole mess of travel gear over here that we took with us and whether or not we used the items or should have left them at home. We're going to touch on a few makeup items, and then I'm going to talk about the 2 jackets that I took and how I felt about those. So let's start with the techie gear. You're welcome to ask questions today in the live chat. If you have, Mr. Cruise Tips TV will do his best to keep up. If they are related to what we're talking about, all the better, but if not, we'll try to answer general questions as well. I'm going to lower the desk a little bit here, and we're going to start with our Sony RX100 6. Is this the 6, honey? Is that right? 6? This is our main vlogging camera, which we have used before, and I'm going to go ahead and say this product was an absolute win on this cruise for several different reasons. Number 1, it is small, it is compact. Number 2, it is highly convenient to use, and for me that means a nice pop-up screen so that I can vlog like this or like that, and I can just press the button and go get it focused, and it is so high quality. Now, you guys know that I also vlog with my phone quite a bit, but this is just a little step up in quality. This is over $1,000, I do believe, right, Mr. Cruise Tips TV?
Yes, it's very pricey. I think it's about like $11.95.
It is phenomenal. Yeah.
There's a cheaper model, by the way. It's essentially the same thing, but it doesn't have the zoom. This has quite a zoom on it. But the other one is the Mark 5V or Mark 5A, I think it is.
Okay.
And it's like $8.95 for that one.
Okay, sounds good. So would you say this was a win or a fail for our cruise?
Oh, definitely a big win.
Definitely a big win.
I love that camera.
Isn't it awesome?
It's crazy expensive, but I love it.
It's crazy expensive, and I don't do well with crazy expensive things. I'm the person in our household where we always make the joke when I break something that this is why we can't have nice things joke. Santa brought me some glass mugs for Christmas. I broke them the same day, and I am terrified of anything that's pricey, but I have been trusted with this, and I love it. It's fantastic. So if you're looking for a good camera and you have a little extra budget for it, totally worth it. The next item that we're going to share today is the Sony VCT camera grip that we use to attach to that particular camera, and has a little cable that goes in and it gives us a little extra stability. So imagine that camera on top of this and we're using it, and I would say this was an absolute win from our trip. Would you?
Yeah, and it also folds out with like a little tripod, like a little mini tripod. It's pretty handy. It will control the Sony, and that's what makes it, specific to Sony cameras. But you can use it for any camera that has a tripod mount on the bottom. It's another expensive thing. I mean, honestly, it goes without saying. If it's Sony, it's going to be kind of expensive.
Yeah. So these items are all in our Amazon store, which we've linked to in the description under the camera gear section if you're interested. Okay, then we need to talk about our trusty GoPro Hero Black, because Mr. GoPro Hero Black was both a win and a fail on this trip. Your GoPro is never going to totally fail you, but we were very disappointed because a firmware update came out right when we left for our cruise that eliminated a stability and shakiness issue.
Right when we got back.
Right when we got back. It totally destroyed a great majority of our footage early in the cruise, and that was very frustrating. So tell them what happened to the footage. I don't understand it exactly.
Well, it's actually a very specific issue, and I've had issues with taking new products on cruises. So I tested the 7 quite a bit, and it was great. But what I didn't test is basically panning, on long pans or tilts, where you move the camera from right to left, left to right, and what would happen is there would be these horrible jerks, just these weird electronic type jerks. And when I was testing it at home, I was just moving straight through a room, and it does excellent on that. But of course, they fixed it as soon as we got back, but it ruined a lot because I pan a lot. I do a lot of panning.
Ugh. Yeah, I know you were not happy about it. And we didn't figure it out until we got home, right?
No, I saw it when I was reviewing it on the ship. I
Okay.
saw it, and I was really disappointed.
And there was nothing you could do though on the ship.
No, after it's recorded, there's nothing you can
Yeah, that was frustrating. So I think one thing we can tell you about that is we lost. Did we lose footage from the hotel from that, or did we delete footage from the hotel?
do. No, the stuff we lost from the hotel
We weren't
was
recording.
user error. It was
User error. Yeah, if you notice that there wasn't a huge amount of footage from the hotel in Yokohama, that is because we pressed the start button and it was already rolling, and so we actually pressed the stop button. But it's okay. It's okay. Things happen. Okay. All right. So the next tech item that Mr. Cruise Tips TV wants to talk about today is a total win. He's so happy with this item. This is the SanDisk 1 terabyte extreme portable external SSD. What the heck is that, babe?
It's a hard drive, and I use it for backups, and it is, it's hard. It's hard to tell anyone to get excited about hard drives, but I could fill a room with hard drives. And the thing about this is it's so crazy small, and usually when you get crazy small, they're crazy slow.
Yeah.
And this is not. It's crazy small, crazy fast, and crazy rugged.
Yeah.
I mean, I even like the silly little clip thing because I can just hook a carabiner to it and drop it on my backpack.
Yeah.
It takes up no space.
Yeah.
I was shocked. I mean, you're going to see how small it is because Sherry's holding it up right now. But when I ordered it, I did not expect it to be this small. So I was really
Yeah,
surprised
it is
with
super tiny. I'm surprised too. But I remember you telling me like this was amazing and you couldn't wait to talk about how awesome it was. Obviously, this is not something that everybody needs to take on a cruise. This is if you're taking a lot of photos or video and
It's for backups.
Yeah.
And usually a lot of times when I'm backing something up, it's so slow that I give up.
yeah.
But it definitely was not. This was not. It was just really, really fast, and it did not let me down.
Robert said, "How will the SanDisk work with an iPad?"
Well, older iPads, it won't. I believe that, I think that the newest iPad, you could use it. It would be USB Type-C, so I don't think it would be a problem at all on one of the brand new iPad Pros, but it's not going to work on the older ones at all. And I could be wrong because I don't have the newest iPad Pro, so I could be wrong about that. But I do believe that you can use it with one of the newer iPad Pros because it is a USB-C. Now this comes with, its normal port is a USB-C, but it also comes with a USB 3. So if you have, it'll work with the newer Macs and it'll work with PCs that have USB 3.
Cool. Robert, hopefully that answers your question. If not, let Mr. Cruise Tips TV know in the chat, and then we will try to address that a little bit further. And Roy wants to know, did we take a USB hub? Yes, we took a USB charging hub. We always do. They're wonderful. We use them more than power strips these days, and honestly, we've been cautioning people against taking power strips on a lot of cruise lines. So yeah. Roy said, being a pilot, you should try the Garmin VIRB instead of GoPro. Amazing shots. Oh, that's good to know.
Yes, I hear about the Verb all the time.
Verb.
Very good. A little bit too, well, I mean, they're all pricey, but
Yeah. Pretty high end.
I kind of bought into the GoPro, and it'd be kind of like starting over again. But I do hear great things about the Garmin Verb.
Okay.
Garmin makes good products. I
Yeah.
mean, it's kind of plain and simple. They make really good products.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful. That was sort of the tech side of things for this cruise. I mean, obviously we could talk for hours about our camera equipment and everything, but we try to keep it pretty light. Mr. Cruise Tips TV takes one backpack, that's his personal item on the cruise, full of everything, and we do have videos on this channel. If you haven't seen those before and you'd like to go back and watch those, we open the camera bag and show you everything that's inside and go into a great deal of depth. And there's a lot of information out there, so go back and watch those. Yeah, Irish Italian Angel, sometimes they confiscate power strips. It depends on the cruise line, but Princess doesn't.
Typically, the rule of thumb is surge protectors. They
Yeah.
will confiscate if they are a confiscating type of line, but strips they won't.
Yeah.
So it has to have that built-in surge
Non-surge.
protection, which you would think is what they would want, but they don't want that.
Isn't
They
that
don't want
weird?
that. Yeah.
I think Royal Caribbean's confiscating everything right now. Okay, let's talk about travel pillows. We took 2 travel pillows with us. We took an inflatable Travel-On, which you probably saw in our pillow fight video. The reason I chose this is because it was super compact and it was an inflatable deflatable. That's why we took this one. The next one I bought on Amazon before I left, and this is called the Turtle TRTL pillow. And I really don't want to put it on because I'm going to mess up my hair, but I'm going to do it anyway. The way that this works is that you place this plastic rod thing right here, and then you wrap the neck wrap. Are you laughing at me because I look funny? I'm going to mess up my hair.
No, I'm not. I will.
You will?
I will, yeah.
You find a comfortable place that you're going to want to lean on, and then you wrap the shawl thing around and you Velcro it. And then you sort of adjust it. So I know I look like I've been in a terrible accident and I'm wearing a neck brace, but when you're on a plane, it feels pretty good. So the thing I liked about this, and it wasn't a perfect product, but I could actually kind of keep my chin warm. On the flight back, I got a little cold, and I could switch sides. So if I didn't want to lean on this side, I could put it on the other side. So this was a win and a fail. The reason it was a fail for me is because I think my neck is too short for it. I think this is designed for someone who's not 5'0", like I am, because I felt that it was just a little too close to my ear, and it kind of irritated my ear a little bit, and I felt that I had to adjust it quite a bit. I liked it. I would use it again because it's quite packable and it fits really nicely sort of just into the back of my backpack, but I was disappointed in it. So this is a win and a fail for me. Mr. Cruise Tips TV said he wasn't going to need a travel pillow, and I believed him, but after our torturous 2 flights on the way home, he gave in and he did use this one a little bit. He did not sleep, but he attempted to. This was really nice though. Wouldn't you say this was soft and nice?
Yeah, it was really nice.
For a travel pillow, for a low budget travel pillow, super soft. It even has a pocket to put your phone in, which actually now that I've used it, I think that's ridiculous and you would never stick your phone in there. I could be wrong. And it takes seconds to just blow it up right here. So this was a win. I like this little guy. We have a Travel On discount on the Travel On website, and I completely forgot to link to it, you guys, so I'll do that afterwards. I'm sorry about that. But this is a nice little pillow. And you can probably get these at TJ Maxx and Marshalls too. So those were wins. A lot of you have asked me if I read my book that I took with me on the cruise. Never opened it, didn't even read the first page. Can't call it a win or a fail because I don't know what the book is about, but taking a book on a cruise is not something I should have done because you guys know I don't sit around and read. I need to, but I just don't. So I'm gonna try to read it at home. I'm not gonna pack it in my backpack next time. It just takes up too much space. Mr. Cruise Tips TV says there's a GoPro Fusion question in the house and he wants to answer it real quick.
I do. It's from Mark, and I have the Fusion, and the quality is really good, but the studio itself, or how you get it off the camera and onto your computer and then edit it from there, is not that easy. Now they just updated the studio and I haven't tested it yet, but the biggest problem is what's called the stitching. If you don't know what we're talking about, 360 videos need to be stitched together. They're basically 2 images and then they stitch them together into one. It takes forever with the GoPro. And I bought a Insta360 and then later an Insta360 One X, and they're so much more convenient that even though the quality is way better with the GoPro Fusion than the Insta360 One and just a tad bit better than the X, I still like to use the X because it is so much more convenient.
Okay.
Now I'm going to stop here because I could just keep going on and on about the 360
but that's
stuff.
okay. People love to talk about this. This is good. I'm really glad you jumped in. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I've taken them both many times, and I want to reach for the GoPro, but the One X is just so much more convenient.
Yeah.
So, I like it. If you have it, keep it and try to use it, but, I don't know.
Melody asked a question that's right along the lines of what you're saying. She said, would you vlog with a GoPro Hero 7? We wouldn't because the audio is terrible, right?
Now with the 7, they made a big attempt to correct that. I still wouldn't, because not only is the audio not terrific, it's not that bad with the 7, by the way. The older models, forget it. But you get a lot of, because of the lens, you get a lot of face stretching type issues. Now they have their linear They have their linear view, but I think you should have separate cameras for each. So,
Yeah,
if it's your
I
only
agree.
camera, I mean, vlog with the camera that you have.
Yeah. And
But-
shout.
Yeah. I mean, you always have to shout, but we don't. We typically don't. Only if it's just kind of a one-off, kind of just quickly, wanting to say this type of thing. Because you're going to get, the closer you are to it, the more, more stretched out you're going to look. Your nose is going to look all funky, and
Yeah.
you're going to be a little bit muffled
So
sounding.
true.
And it picks up a lot of noise from just holding it.
Yeah.
You just get a lot of noise from holding it, and a lot of wind noise too.
Yeah. Brooke, thank you so much for the super chat. We've missed you too, and I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you very much for the holiday wishes. We hope you had a wonderful one too. Griff and Alyssa confirmed that they are taking away their confiscating power strips on Royal Caribbean due to a fire. So Griff and Alyssa, then the question we have for you guys is, what are you doing? Do you just use a USB hub? Because I know you go pretty equipment heavy. Let us know what you do. Roy, we do have portable speakers, Bluetooth portable speakers for hanging by the pool. I'll try to get you some links to those, Roy. Maybe we could get those into the description. Diane, I would love a foot hammock for a long flight. I didn't even know that existed. Yi Chang, our favorite underwater camera is without a doubt the GoPro, for sure. So trying to answer some questions in there really quickly. Oh, I know I've missed any. Roy said, any recommendations on Wi-Fi, yay or nay on your cruise? I personally always get the Wi-Fi, and I'm always disappointed in it because you're on a ship. The Wi-Fi is not the same. It's not going to be as high quality, so it depends on whether or not you want to spend the money. Okay.
We're going to be trying something different too, and it's probably too soon to talk about this because
Okay.
it comes with a lot of caveats, but I'll hand it to you because I have it right next to me.
Oh, yes, global portable Wi-Fi. It's a 4G roaming free hotspot. You did tell me about this, hon.
We're going to try this, but we know that there are going to be limitations because there should never, with something like this, there should never be an expectation that you're going to get anything out to sea. So we're only going to expect to use this when we're in port, basically.
Okay, well, I'm excited to try this. I know, it's funny too, because when you get to port, usually the Wi-Fi is better. It's like the irony of the situation.
Well, the problem that we have with these ships is, nobody has access because when you're out to sea, you have satellite and it's either non-existent or horrible. And so once you get to port, everybody crowds the tube or the lines or whatever you want to say, but the Wi-Fi becomes unusable for a different reason because everybody's
jamming
it
it
at the same time.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, the Jacksons are going on Carnival. You were going to buy internet. Is it worth it? I actually find that the quality and speed of the internet on Carnival is quite good. So yeah. All right. Laura said, what is one thing you can't not pack for a cruise? There's way more than one thing. I don't know. Could be my phone. Could be my flip-flop sandals. Could be my sleep mask. There's a lot of things I would not be able to not pack. That's a hard question. I'll have to think about that a little bit more. The one thing, oh my goodness sakes. Okay, so we have a lot of questions coming in, but I want to make sure that we get to the rest of the gear. And John B is asking you a question, Mr. Cruise TV. Maybe you can answer it in the chat about Google Wi-Fi.
I've heard of it, and there was something, I don't know what it was, but I started to review it, and I went, oh, that doesn't apply to me or to us right now.
Yeah.
I'd have to look in and see what that was, but I definitely looked into it enough to know that it wasn't going to work for us right now.
Okay.
I don't remember why, though.
I just bumped my mic really bad. Is my audio okay? Can you check it?
Yeah.
Okay. Whoops. Tried to adjust my pants and I thumped the mic really hard. I think it's okay. I think it's fine. Okay, let's talk about some of the other stuff here. Mom, you bought a foot pillow at Ross? Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, short legs is right. My feet barely touch the floor on an airplane, you guys. I'm embarrassing myself here, but y'all know how short I am, and it is not comfortable to fly for any of us. So let's talk about some more stuff. Oh, I love this thing. This little teeny tiny Travelon Tech organizer was so convenient on our cruise. As you can see, I have left it packed because now I'm just going to do that. But we have all of our cables in here for charging our Apple Watches and our phones up top. I have 2 sets of headphones in here, and then we have some more headphones and some little oh no, I just forgot the name of these. The little power brick thingies from Apple that you plug into. It was so small and easy to access in my backpack. I just loved the tiny profile of it, so I would highly recommend this. I can't seem to find this print anymore, but we do have these in our Amazon store, which is linked in the description of this video. If you'd like to get it in a solid color, you can get it in our Amazon store, or you can get it on the Travel On website. But don't buy anything on the Travel On website unless you use our discount code, because we have one of those, so I'll get that for you. Anyhow, total win. Loved my little tech organizer. So cute, so tiny, such a good improvement. This is an item that I showed you all in our pre-cruise video. I did not use it one time on the cruise, and that is probably because of the bag that I used the rest of the time, but I think I'm gonna take this with us to Europe for security reasons because I can tuck it under a shirt. There was nothing wrong with it. It was just a waste of suitcase space, so this one goes into the fail category, okay? Only because I didn't use it. What I did use was this beautiful crossbody purse that I got from Natasha's 31 store, already linked in the description of this video. This was the bomb. So I wore this as a crossbody. It is an adjustable crossbody, so you can adjust it, and I did adjust it all the time, and I would wear it around the ship. You're gonna see it in every vlog pretty much because I was totally hands-free with it. So what it has is it has 3 credit card or ID slots here, and then enough space for a phone. If you have a large phone that's much bigger than this one, which is, what is this, the iPhone what? XS. This is the XS, this is not a huge phone. If you have a larger phone, you won't be able to fit anything else in this compartment except the phone. But for me, I could get my phone in there, and then I could get my Lip Sense lip gloss in there, and then I was set. So I had my cruise card, which is still in here. You guys, that is so funny. My cruise card, my coffee card from Princess that a friend sent me, and then this is so funny. Look at this. This is the card from the Singapore airport for Singapore Food Street, where you have to put money on a card before you go to the hawker stalls and buy your food. But anyway, this little crossbody was phenomenal. I loved it. It was way, way, way practical, and I would use it all the time. So I would use it when I was out in the morning, I would use it on shore, and it was always like really close to me. I would even take it to dinner. The print is pretty neutral, so I didn't feel like it clashed with everything. I don't feel like it matched, but I also don't feel like it clashed. It was just kind of neutral, black and white stripes. It's really, really cute. So I loved that. Thank you, Natasha. And I used it a ton. Another item I did not use, but I took just as a safeguard, I did not use this for underwater use. This is a little cell phone pouch, waterproof. Didn't use it, didn't need it. I think I may have in Vietnam, when we went on this jet boat excursion, I think I may have put some cash and credit cards in it, and that was the only time I used it. So this is definitely better for beachy types of cruises, but I didn't really need it in Asia. Anyway, tiny, didn't take up much room in my suitcase, no harm, no foul. I did use my trusty medium-sized Wander wet bag constantly on this cruise. It is so funny how many uses this has, but I used it in Taiwan when we went to the Hot Springs Resort. We put our stinky sulfuric swimsuits in it and then put them in our backpack. The weather was freezing, so we wanted to separate our wet swimsuits from our clothing and our bodies, and it worked beautifully. I loved it, and I used it by the pool. So good old Wander wet bags, if you're not familiar with them, they are the bomb. This is a wet swimsuit bag. It is totally washable. It keeps the wet swimsuits away from everything else. Fabulous thing. I did, on this cruise, take my good old eBags Packet Flat Toiletry Kit. It is still totally packed, as you can see. It's a little bit messy, but it held just about everything that we needed, and I loved it. Very low profile, flat, just the right size for a cruise that was 12 nights plus 2 days of travel. Really, really good one. This is a win for sure. I'm gonna put that over here. Okay, another thing that I used, this is another item from Natasha's 31 store. This is actually I think it's called the Hanging Family Organizer, and I believe that this print is Origami Pop. Correct me if I'm wrong, Natasha, but this was fantastic. So as you can see, I put my jewelry in this. It's not called a jewelry organizer, but I made it into one, and I had a few other things in here like face masks and stuff like that, and I also put my first aid in here. I took it out because I need to reorganize it before my next cruise, but everything else is still packed, and then it folds nicely, and it snaps closed. And then what I did is when I got on the cruise ship, I hung it over the closet bar. So it was hanging in my closet. So anytime I was getting dressed and I needed to pick jewelry out, I would simply go to it, pick out my jewelry right by my dresses. I could match things really nicely. And then if I needed a cough drop or some Tylenol or a Band-Aid, boom, it was right there. So this was fantastic. Again, you know when I leave something packed that means I'm gonna use it again, and it is still packed. So it was a total win. And I really like that print. I think it's so pretty. I also used the matching cosmetics bag on this cruise. This is called the Glamour Case from Natasha's 31 store. And you guys have seen this before. It has a beautiful place for your brushes up top and a zippered compartment for small items. But there's one cosmetic item that I really want to share with you guys, and I know that some of you have seen this before. In one of our unboxing videos last month, I don't even know which one, I'm assuming it was Ipsy, I got this little treasure in it. This is called Tarte Shape Tape. This is a concealer. As you can see, this is very tiny. I decided to take this on my cruise because it was such a wonderful travel size concealer. I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna save so much space in my makeup bag. I fell in love with this stuff. And so when I got home, I went and bought the Big Daddy at Ulta. It's much bigger. As you can see, the wand is huge. I actually find the wand on the travel size to be much more easy to use. Look at this cute little wand. This is better for concealer for me, but I'm getting used to using this one, and then I just blend with a concealer brush. Phenomenal product. Comes in a million different shades. This shade is fair neutral. Coincidentally, the sample they sent me, out of all of the shades they could have sent me, it was the perfect one for me. So I have a new product that I love. I do not have a link to this. Just go to Ulta or Sephora and get Shape Tape. But I am not a beauty vlogger. I don't have affiliate links for that kind of stuff. And I just, you know, I don't want to get involved in all of that. It's just too much for what we're doing. So I'm sorry, I hope that didn't come off as negative, but you can get it at Ulta. It's great. Probably Sephora too. Okay, so one other little product that I discovered, for those of you who like to have a little extra attention on your brows, normally I use a little brow pot from Anastasia. I use the Dip Brow Pomade with a brush, but when I was shopping for my Shape Tape, I found this little treasure, and this is so cute. I love the name of it. It's called Busy Girl Brows, and this is also by Tarte. The Shape Tape was also a Tarte product, and you don't need to use two different things to apply it. You simply apply it with a wand, and this is sort of your brush and your product all in one. So it's nice for busy days, and I've actually been alternating back and forth. On my busy mornings at work, I use this, and when I have a little bit more time, I use my normal dippy one. So anyway, a couple of little products that I use. My normal concealer is actually, lately has been the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. This comes in a tube, and it also comes in this pot. They're both wonderful. This one's a little bit less gummy and gooey, so I kind of like doing that. And I'm also really loving this, this Tarte Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder. A lot of you told me this is a holy grail, and yes, it 100% is. After I put my foundation on, before I put my blush on, I kind of, you know, dot it on my face, and it makes putting on my blush and bronzer so much easier because things don't stick and drag and look funky. So my beauty peeps in the house, those are my fave products that I'm using right now, and I'm still also loving my Thrive Liquid Lash Extensions from Thrive Cosmetics. Great mascara. Love it. I've been using it every day. Comes off really weird. Comes off in full, it looks like full lashes in your shower or your bathtub. Super weird. I don't know why it does that. Let me know if you know. So those are my cosmetic wins. And then I want to talk for a minute about the Oryxen backpack. Okay, guys. We have taken this backpack or another version of it on several cruises. It's in our Amazon store. We're constantly telling you about it. You're always asking, and it's really inexpensive. Here's the thing. It's also kind of cheap. I loved it though, and I'm gonna keep using it, but I need to show you guys that it's kind of coming apart on the inside, so that if you've bought it and this happens to you, you will not be alarmed. We've used it probably 3 or 4 times now, and it's just kind of, there's something going on with the fabric on the inside. I don't think you can see that very well. It's not ripping. It's just not, I don't want you to think this is a premium quality backpack. It's not. It's a super convenient, inexpensive, lightweight, awesome travel backpack that is not gonna last you forever. So please know that if you buy it, that it is probably not gonna be something you're gonna have for 20 years. With that said, we used it every single day, pretty much, on our cruise, and it held up okay. I mean, we used it on the flight. It was very lightweight on the flight. It's very easy to get in and out of. I like the side mesh pockets. I do suggest you carry a few carabiners with you to attach water bottles and things if you need them, or sunglasses. We put our sunglasses in here. We used it all the time. It was fantastic. I just want you to know that it's not holding up super, super great, and I'm a little bit disappointed and sad because I'm constantly telling you guys about it. So I have to let you know when something like that happens. I have 2 more items that I am going to show you, and then we're going to go straight into questions. But I did want to mention there was one item that I can't find that somebody this morning had requested I talk about, and it was my new RayBad sunglasses that I got at Macy's before the cruise. They have gold frames. They're super wonderful. I wore them all the time on this cruise, and I have linked to them in the description. However, they're a little pricey, and you can also get them at Macy's. So if you have a Macy's card and you have a Sunglass Hut in your Macy's, look for the discount there. You might get a good deal. The Amazon ones are fine, and they're about the same price, but I just wanted to let you know that I bought mine at Macy's. I didn't buy them on Amazon. So that's that. For those of you who are looking for lip scents, I'm a distributor, but I do not sell it because I just don't have time. I use my distributor for the discount and for buying things for my family, but if you want to find a great distributor, you should use Bethany, who's my original lip scents friend, and she's at Feathers and Anchors Beauty on Facebook. So Feathers and Anchors, if anybody else here wants to link to their friends who sell lip scents, by all means you may do that right now, not a problem at all. Okay, last 2 things I wanted to share with you were the 2 jackets that I took. A lot of you watched our haul video, and a couple of people said you don't need to take both of them. I did take both of them because I was worried about how cold it was going to be, but everybody was right. I didn't need to take both of them, and I shouldn't have. And so I learned a lesson, and these are the 2 jackets that I took. Can you see these, honey, in the camera? Okay, so this is my, this was a Macy's find. This is the 32 degree heat jacket. These are on sale right now at Macy's for like $35. I think I bought it for $70. Absolutely loved this jacket. It was lightweight and warm. If you need it for a rain jacket, I wouldn't recommend it. This is just to keep you warm on dry days. I felt like it was relatively slimming. It didn't have that puffy, makes you look all puffy kind of jacket look that sometimes these puffy jackets can have. And so I really liked it. It was a perfect fit. I wear a medium in this style. Normally I would wear a small, but not in this jacket. It's definitely a size up kind of a situation. And Macy's has them right now. So just go ahead and search for 32 heat packable down jacket, and you should be able to find this on sale. I like this jacket so much that I just went back onto Macy's.com and I ordered it in a beautiful forest green color. Honey, I didn't tell you that. I did. I got it for 35 bucks, and it's so pretty. So I'll let you know if I decide to take it with us to Europe, but this is a win. Love it. Super great, and probably good for temperatures down to maybe 45 degrees, but nothing lower than that. Okay, my fail was this one. Okay, you saw this in my Embarkation Day vlog. I do love this jacket, and I will wear it again. This is a Columbia fleece thing that I got on Amazon. It's just better for Alaska. This is something I should have taken to Alaska, and the truth of the matter is, it looked bulky to me on camera, and that bugged me. So if that's not a consideration for you, I do highly recommend this product. It washes beautifully. It's very soft. It kept me so cozy and warm on the flight over to Tokyo that I loved it for that. But it's just more of an Alaska item, and I wish I wouldn't have packed it because it took up an enormous amount of space in my suitcase, and as you all know, we packed carry-on only, so I did not do a good job in the jacket department. I'm an overpacker, even though we do carry-on only. I had to be really careful. So yeah, what did I miss, everybody? Oh yes, Portia Fly. I did pack my pink rain jacket from the North Face. I did not bring it out tonight because it is not new at all, and I pack it everywhere I go, and that I needed because it poured rain in Tokyo, and I'm glad I took that. So yeah, Porsche Fly, I did pack it. Okay, let's see what I have forgotten. Yeah, Fran, it is kind of packable like a Land's End one. It packs into a very small little pouch. I didn't keep it in the pouch very long because I was wearing it so much, but the pouch is really great, and it's about that big. So it really packs down tiny, super teeny tiny. Okay, Veronica said, can you put that Mia Tui bag on your Amazon store too? No, I can't, Veronica. Mia Tui does not sell on Amazon. However, we do have a discount code. If you go to my Instagram story highlights, we have a discount code for them, and I love Mia Tui. They're absolutely wonderful company, so you can check that out. Direct message me on Facebook or Instagram, and I'll hook you up. Let's see. Okay, Roy said, any thoughts on cruise app specifics to your ship interaction as far as daily activities and awareness? Roy, it depends on which cruise line you're on. Most of the lines do have apps these days that work really well for chatting between people that you're cruising with, and also that work really well for viewing the day's activities, the restaurant opening times, closure times. Sometimes they'll say what time the pool's open, what time the pool's close, and important information regarding your stateroom account. Sometimes you can even order room service on the apps. It just depends on the line. Okay, Brooke Shaw, yes, I know how you can buy lip scents. Go to Feathers and Anchors Beauty on Facebook. It's a page, and tell Bethany I said hi. She's wonderful. Or just message me and I'll send you a link. Diane said, do you recommend protective luggage tags for your luggage or e-documents you print out before cruising? I do recommend them, and I think I can show you what mine look like. I think, Diane, that I still have them in here. Let me look. I think it's nice in case it rains, but you don't absolutely have to have them. Let's see if I can find them here. Maybe not. Maybe they're in my closet. Yeah. Oh, no, here they are. Yeah. There we go. So these are the ones that we use. These are actually old, but I can get you some links. There's definitely some in our store as well, but I do recommend them just in case you were to, rough up your luggage a little bit. Shorty said, can you talk about your document holder? Shorty, I didn't bring it out with me, but I used the same one I always use. I call it my Cruise Nerd wallet, and it's in our store. I'm sorry I keep saying that over and over 1,000 times today. I'm driving you guys nuts, but it's the Passport neck wallet that I always use. Let's see. Oh, Becky. Becky, you're so good to me. You gave me a good segue to talk about the products I'm going to show you guys next time. Becky said, what purse are you going to use in the Med with pickpocket concerns? I'm so excited. Travelon has a brand new line. Are you going to get them for me? You're so good. You're like a mind reader, babe. Travelon has a brand new line of anti-theft stuff, and I got all 3 of their sizes, and I'm going to do an exclusive video. Not an exclusive video, but we're going to do a video showing the new products we're using. If you want a teaser, Becky, this is probably what I'm going to use in the Med. This is the new Park View collection. This is the small crossbody. It's beautiful. I'm not going to give you guys a spoiler on everything else in the box because I want you to come back and watch the video that we're going to do very soon. I'm going to show you all of the new items from Travelon, and I also got some beautiful new jewelry that I'm loving, and I'm going to take it to the Med, but it's also beautiful for everyday use, so I'm getting a discount code for you for that. I'm going to have a discount code for you for that too, but I'm really excited, and we needed to up our anti-theft game for this next cruise. Fran, I did not use Mobile Passport. We're kind of thinking about getting global entry as a family, but we haven't decided yet. Oh my gosh, Kimulina said, did you use the 31 red sling bag a lot? I saw it in your Yokohama video. Yes, thank you so much. This is really kind of scary and funny. There were several things I couldn't find today for the video. That was one of the items. I think I put it in one of the suitcases that we took, and I put it in the garage, but yes, I did. I didn't use it as much in port. I used it around the ship. So like if I was going to breakfast real quick, I would pop a few things in it. The only reason I didn't use it as much in port is because we were packing our sweatshirts and things and our layers in it, and they wouldn't fit. So it was more of a smaller day bag than a backpack that we needed for our entire family. Becky said, Alaska next year. Should I take fleece and a rain jacket? Yes, Becky, that is exactly what you should do. A combination of a fleece jacket or a fleece zip-up and a rain jacket is exactly what you need to stay warm, and it should be enough to keep you warm. Rockstar Brewski says, how do I get my wife not to pack so many shoes? Well, I've seen your wife. She's beautiful. She's very fashionable, so I say you just let her do it. No, I don't know. Shoes are a hard one too because it's so hard to match them, but you could always tell her to watch my videos and we'll see how we do it with 3 or 4 pair of shoes. I think I'm going to take 4 pair to the med because you got to have your fancy lady nighttime shoes, right? So anyway, she's so cute. Your wife's pretty. I love watching her. Okay, let's see what other questions we have here. Yeah, Marlene, I know your layering in Alaska comment is so true. Okay. Shorty, you want this bag for Rome? Can you message me on Facebook and I'll give you a link to it? But if you want to go directly to Travelon's website, you can do it now. It's just look for the Park View collection. It's a small crossbody and use code CTTV for the discount. That's how you get the discount, okay? But you could also wait till we do our unboxing because we're going to have some fun with that. All right. Cindy, I don't think Travelon is shipping to Canada yet. Ooh, Shorty, you're getting global entry. Okay, Fran said you're going to Asia in October. Our inspiration, temperature issues, Japan, Korea, China. Fran, in October, I would imagine you're going to be slightly warmer than we were in December. I would recommend layers for sure. Most days it was cooler than we expected though, while we were up in the more northern areas, like in Japan. And we needed, without a doubt, I needed a down jacket, a light down jacket. I definitely needed a rain layer. And I think a scarf, I would really recommend a nice warm scarf that you can use on the flight and that you could also use by day because that can really warm your neck. And when your neck is warm, you're in pretty good shape. I think, Melody, the Travelon discount is 10%. Let me check for you. I'm going to look on, on Instagram. I wasn't prepared, but I have the information. I just need to peek. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I was wrong. It's double that. It's 20% off. So you use code CTTV-Travelon at travelonbags.com and it's 20% off. I am so sorry about that. But yeah, it's a good discount. And this is a brand new collection, so you're not gonna find this collection at places like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Ross. If you're on more of a budget though, you can find Travelon items at discount stores. They just may not be that season, so be aware, but there are some excellent ones. Coda Balsam, do I recommend an anti-theft purse or pouch for the Eastern Caribbean cruise? Not so much. I wouldn't worry as much about it there. In Europe and Rome, places like that are very populated and they have pickpocket issues, I'm going to take both. Okay. Yeah, Brooke, I like my phone case too. This is a loopy case. I love this brand. It's my new fave. Somebody told me that it reminds them of a flip-flop, like a sandal. I think so too. All right, let's see what tips and tricks we can give out today. Have I missed any questions from everyone? If I have, please don't hesitate to retype them again. Anything else that I've missed, Mr. Chris Tips TV? No? Okay. We'll give everybody, got Shorty already, yeah. Yeah. Shorty, that bag, this bag comes in 3 colors too, gray, navy, and this color. I chose this color because I think it matches my jacket perfectly, although then I went and bought a green jacket. What was I thinking? This is a backpack and this is a medium size anti-theft, so we're gonna showcase all of those really soon. I had mentioned to many of you that we started an email list to let you know when we're going live with our videos because a lot of people are saying that they're getting their YouTube notifications like 40 minutes after the video goes live. So if you want to jump on our email list, I'll link to it in the description. I think I can put it in the chat right now too. Let me try that. Yeah, here it is. Is it blocking it, honey? Do you see the note I just put in? Is it blocking that? The one that says eapearl.com? You don't see it? It says try again. It's not loading. I'm going to email it to you, honey. Can you put this in the chat for me? Sorry, friends. We're really trying to take control of the communication that we have with all of you. It's really, really difficult, you know, when you're not getting notified about the videos and everybody wants to have the schedule. Now, I post our schedules on Instagram, Facebook, but then at the same time, Facebook and Instagram are controlling what you guys see, and I can't do anything about it. So we had lots of requests to start an email notification system. So I'm trying to keep up with it. It's been good so far. I think we've sent out about 4 emails and people are like, thank you so much. I had no idea you were going live tomorrow or whatever. They're quick, short emails. There's, you know, nothing invasive about them. We're not going to bombard you with a bunch of yucky stuff. It's just notifications. So were you able to get it in there? It's not letting you post it, is it? You didn't get it? Maybe I'm not connected to the network. Something funky is going on there. Okay, well, it says that it's sent, so we'll see. We'll try to get that to you, but if not, we'll put it in the description. So let's see if I've missed anything. I wanted everybody to have a chance to retype questions, and we will do that. Hang out for a few more minutes. Yes, I know. Yeah, I met Marie. We're editing the Asia vlogs as fast as we can. I'm sure that our Kyoto and Osaka vlog will be out on Thursday, okay? Roy, I've heard wonderful things about the brand Tumi, so I highly recommend them. I personally haven't used them. They're a little out of my budget, but I would go for it. Okay. Okay, Fran got the email today, links to both live streams. Yeah, so Fran liked it. That's exactly what we do. We put a button in the email that we send you saying, join this live stream, join that live stream. We're trying to make it really easy on everybody. So thank you, Fran. No, Becky, we've never done a back-to-back, but we'd like to. Yes, Danielle, any must-haves on Carnival Splendor Mexican Riviera? Go to the steakhouse. It's wonderful. Michael, you have to figure out how to move it into the inbox that goes to another folder you don't check a lot. Yeah, I'm sorry, Michael. Michael, I feel like you were the one of the people who told us to start the email list. Was it you? I think it was. Okay. Coda Balsam said, do you use a zip drive for your cell phone? You're worried about running out of room. Do you? We don't use a zip drive on our phone while we're on the ship. Usually we bring it all in when we get home.
No, we always take basically a flash drive for the phones, but we have so much space now that it's not an issue. It's just there in case of emergency.
Yeah. Okay, Mark Carter says, what will Mr. Cruise Tips TV do to protect himself from pickpockets on the trip? Yeah, that's scary, Mark, because he's going to be the guy with the camera. So this is the funny thing. We are looking for clothing with inner pockets and things that he can put camera gear in, pants, shirts, where he can, like a vest, where he can put the GoPro inside, because you're right, we have to keep it on our body and keep it relatively close. We're not worried about pickpockets all the time, but in places like Rome and a couple of cities in Italy, I think we need to be more diligent, and you're not going to want to be walking around with that big backpack all the time.
No, I'm not, and honestly, to say it simply, everything goes up front, okay? Because when I lived in Spain, pickpocketing was an issue. If you put something behind your body, back pocket, backpack, whatever like that, you are a target, especially in subways, and they will come after you because you look like a foreigner and they think you have money. So when we are traveling someplace where I don't feel comfortable, the backpack goes on the front.
Yeah.
Everything that was in the back pocket goes in the front pocket. Anything I'm carrying in my hand has a strap, a wrist strap, and it's tight.
And you're like,
yes, it's tight, because there are times when people will try and just grab something out of your hand. If that wrist strap is there and it's tight, they're not going to go anywhere without giving you a pretty hard jerk.
Did you see what Michael said? He said he will kick people's ass if they mess with you. That's actually quite true. He's a big guy, so he definitely could defend himself if you know what's happening. But they have all those gypsy schemes and things where they do like baby tossing to distract people and all kinds of they do all kinds of crazy stuff. So yeah, Bruce said he wore his backpack on the front in the med. Yeah, good idea.
A lot of times too, I was pretty fortunate in Spain because it doesn't happen without people seeing it, and it depends on the people, the other community there, because a lot of times some of these efforts were stopped even before I knew it was happening. Somebody would go, hey, a bunch of guys just stopped another guy from pickpocketing you or from taking something out of your backpack. So, you have to kind of rely on good human nature, outweighing the other human nature.
Yeah, it's kind of scary. A little bit. Megan said, Scott E-Vest has jackets, vests, pants, shirts, dresses, and skirts with extra storage pants, honey. You should look into that. Scott E. Vest. Megan, our Megan, said Scott E. Vest has jackets, vests, pants, shirt, dresses, and skirts with extra storage parts.
Well, I got the legs for the skirt. That's
Shut
for
up.
sure.
You do.
Yeah,
You do have the legs for the skirt.
Okay.
Your legs are better than mine. So funny. All right. Danielle, thank you for answering, but any gear? Danielle, I'm sorry, did I miss something about your question? Danielle, I don't know what your original question was. Oh, must have gear on Carnival Splendor Mexican Riviera. Oh, it depends on what you're trying to do, Danielle. I mean, if you want to vlog or if you want to film, always recommend if you're going to a beachy location, you definitely want a GoPro. They have inexpensive ones now. You don't have to get the newest model. Go to Costco and get a nice bundle of an older model. Other gear, you know, whatever you're going to photograph with is best. If that's a high quality phone, great. If it's, you know, whatever phone you'll use would be terrific. A USB charging hub would be another recommendation I have for you. Did you know Junior is telling people he hasn't had lunch yet in the chat? We just fed him and he's like, I haven't had lunch yet.
That's really funny.
Why is he doing Junior, stop telling people your mommy's starving you.
He's trying to get people to buy him lunch. I don't know.
You want someone to buy you some chicken fingers? What's going on? So funny. All right, well, we should probably wrap up. I want to make sure that we did not miss anything. I see a lot of people talking about pickpocketing in here, which is wonderful. Okay, I think we did pretty well. As always, everyone, if we have missed your question, we welcome the opportunity to help you. Please direct message me at our Facebook page. It is Cruise Tips TV. So anyhow, we've loved being here with you today. We do plan to do more videos on this channel again soon. I know we have been very absent, but an unboxing will be coming soon. And a new gear haul for our next cruise is also coming soon. Thank you guys so much for being here with us today, for all of your love and all of your support. Don't forget to jump on our email list. We'll get it in the description of this video soon so you can get notified about our next video. Until next time, get in gear and get cruising. Bye-bye.
First mate of the week.